We're now ready for a start in the 41st Disher Cup Regatta. Umpire Bruce Selleck is just holding the starter's flag aloft. Both crews, ANU and ADFA, in position. And we're away in the 41st Disher Cup Regatta. And winding it out of the start, it's ANU ramping it up to 40 strokes a minute. And level pegging with them, matching them out of the start, is the Australian Defence Force Academy. Both crews just settling down to a steady 35 as they wind it out. If anything, it's the Australian Defence Force Academy just a fraction ahead of ANU as the crews wind out after their first 100 metres. The ADFA crew just leading by an edge after 200 metres. ANU is on 36 strokes a minute. And the ADFA crew just settling down now into a nice mid-stroke stride.
Go for length. Stabilise.
Okay, crews going level pegging, bow to bow. So we've got a very evenly matched race over this first part of the course. ADFA stroke, Alex Jack, Tasmanian junior representative. There's his crew behind him of Nick Waugh, Owen Hamilton, Peter Bark, Donald Robertson, Victor Courtlang, Andrew Geely, Stuart Jackson, coached by Australian representative Hugh Rawlinson and coxed by James Chinner. Now just dropping back a fraction, they're about half a length behind the ANU crew. ANU stroked by former Australian Institute of Sport scholarship holder Nick Harris, and behind him are Australian university representatives, in fact World University bronze medalists, Dave Wright and Riley Owen, then Mike Wright, Dylan Connellan, Matthias Meyer, Richard Young and Ben Adams. Now they're settling into a nice straight rhythm after 700 metres of this race gone. ANU just holding a half-length lead over the Australian Defence Force Academy. ANU sitting on 31.5, just a nice comfortable pace with his 5 kilometre race. The Disher Cup. The Disher Cup is in memory of the Australian Imperial Forces crew that won the King's Cup at the Henley Peace Regatta in 1919. That King's Cup, the George V Trophy, was brought back to Australia and sat in the Australian War Museum for several years, but is now rowed for annually in the Australian 8-oared Championship for the King's Cup. ANU, after 1 kilometre, is holding a 3/4 length lead over the Australian Defence Force Academy, but coming up is the first bend of the course, where it'll become a bit tactical between the coxswains then as to who gets the best line round this corner. At the moment ANU has the view through to the second corner, but ADFA has the advantage on the first corner. ANU just sitting on 29 strokes a minute, ADFA matching them on 29 strokes a minute. As they come up towards the Australian Museum, the first bend in this 5 kilometre course. And we can see the ANU coxswain Kieran Kelly just calling to his crew, just keeping them in a nice steady rhythm, talking to stroke Nick Harris, saying I've just got that slight look on ADFA. They're just watching them as they go around the corner. And both ANU and ADFA on 29 strokes a minute. ADFA now putting on a spurt. ADFA, no, they have the advantage on this corner and are actually edging back through ANU. And as I speak, it's ADFA now 1 metre in front of ANU. So definitely use the first corner to best advantage to just get that slight edge over ANU. So now it's ADFA that has the look on ANU.
Everybody is feeling the same thing. Standing for each other. 300 metres to the bridge.
But it'll be the second corner just coming up in about a minute's time that will give ANU the advantage on this next bend. So the ANU crew on 31 strokes a minute, knowing that they've got the advantage on this second corner. So level pegging now, they've called back that slight lead that ADFA got off the first corner. So the crews side by side as they come up towards Commonwealth Avenue Bridge, which will be the 1800 metre mark of this course. ANU now edging slightly ahead. ANU have now moved out to about a half-length lead. They're just putting on a bit of an effort as they come into the corner where they've got the advantage of the inside bend. Just a short distance now from Commonwealth Avenue Bridge on this beautiful Canberra day. Crews coming up towards the bridge. ANU looking very much in control. Very polished braid work in this crew. Stroke Nick Harris just taking a look across at the ADFA 8. ADFA now just putting on an effort, just not wanting to let ANU get away from them. And ANU just having got that little advantage on that bend, having put on the effort, and now out to a 1 length lead over the Australian Defence Force Academy. So the Australian Defence Force Academy having just given away that slight advantage that they had off that first bend. But now Coxswain James Chinner in the ADFA crew calling to his crew. He's calling a special effort. They're not going to let the ANU crew go easily. ADFA now moving back onto the ANU crew. It's now exactly 1 length between the two crews. With ADFA moving up slightly as they're coming up towards the third bend, which will also give ANU a slight advantage around this third bend. ANU will have the inside running. ADFA very keenly trying to stay in touch. So 1 length the difference. ANU over ADFA. ANU still very polished blade work. ADFA now starting to just show a few signs of just the pressure that ANU is putting them under. And the ADFA just that looks like their effort has finished, and ANU as they come into this third bend are now just edging away slightly. ADFA on 31.27 in the ANU crew, so ANU very much under control, very much have the look on this ADFA 8 as the two crews start to align as they now follow the bank through Central Basin, through the middle of Lake Burley Griffin, as they go through the halfway mark of this 5 kilometre course. And now ANU out to a 1.5 length lead, although as I'm talking, ADFA are rallying again to put on another effort. ANU, they're not going to let them get away easily, so ADFA putting on the pressure and just holding that 1.5 length margin between the two crews. ANU over ADFA. Again, the ANU crew, Nick Harris, Riley Owen, Dave Wright, these experienced internationals in the stern of the ANU 8 with very experienced coxswain Kieran Kelly, steering an excellent course as they come through Central Basin, as they go past the Speaker's Square in the middle of the parliamentary triangle of Canberra. It's ANU over ADFA, but ADFA's not out of this yet. ADFA is putting on an effort again. ADFA has actually clawed back part of that margin, and it's now back to 1 length the difference between the crews, with ADFA closing on ANU. ADFA on 31 strokes a minute, and they're really putting this ANU crew back under pressure again. They're moving up. It's now 3/4 the length difference between the two 8s. ANU over ADFA. ADFA still moving up. It's now only half a length difference between ANU and ADFA. Has ANU spent their money, and is ADFA now rallying into a big finish? We have 2 kilometres to go to the finish line as we go past the High Court of Australia through the Parliamentary Triangle. It's now ADFA half a length down on ANU. ANU still looking very neat. ADFA looking like they're working very hard to make this move, but they're still moving up. So it's now only a third of the length the difference between ANU and ADFA. With ADFA still putting on that push, still putting us. This has been a huge effort from ADFA as the umpire Bruce Selleck calls to the two crews just to make sure he keeps some separation between the 8s as they come up towards the final bend in the course in which ADFA will have the advantage over ANU. So now it's ADFA, they've caught up level with ANU. So it's two boats head to head, the two boats side by side as they come up towards Kings Avenue Bridge. The final bridge and the final bend of the course. We've got the two crews starting to move towards each other as both coxswains are attempting to get the best line to go through the bridge in that final corner. ADFA really rallying now. ADFA have a 1 metre lead over ANU as they come in towards the final bend. And this is the bend that'll give ADFA the advantage. ADFA lifting their stroke rate, and it's now bow to bow as the two crews come towards Kings Avenue Bridge. ADFA and ANU side by side as they'll come round the corner, they'll come into view of the spectators at the finish. It's now one kilometre to go to the finish. ADFA and ANU coming through Kings Avenue Bridge in the 41st Disher Cup Regatta. This regatta that's run in memory of the Australian Imperial Forces crew that won the King's Cup at the 1919 Henley Peace Regatta. ANU's now sensing the finish line and now putting on their effort. They're now picking it up. They're going to have a sustained move all the way through to the finish. Even though ADFA has the advantage on this bend, they've now dropped half a length back on the ANU crews. So it's ANU by half a length over the Australian Defence Force Academy. ANU on 30, the umpire Bruce Selleck calling out to the coxswain of the ANU crew just to make sure he keeps his distance from the ADFA 8 as they come through. It's ANU half a length over the ADFA 8. ADFA's lifted their rating to 31. They're not going down without a fight. They're hanging on, and in fact, if anything, ADFA is now moving back again. This has been an amazing race of to and fro with ANU seeming to get a lead over ADFA, then ADFA coming back. ADFA's really put up an amazing fight all the way through this race. But ANU now with only 500 metres to go to the finish line, they're now taking it up. They're on 35 strokes a minute. Now they're pushing out. Nick Harris is saying to his coxswain, now is the time. Now we will push home towards the finish. ANU now showing their experienced class and international experience as they put their foot down. It's now one length that ANU has over ADFA with 250 metres to go. It's ANU by length over the Australian Defence Force Academy, but this has been a great race over the full 5 kilometres of the course with the crews going to and fro, sharing the lead between them as they have come down the course. But ANU now clearly in lead. It's a length and a half of ANU over the Australian Defence Force Academy as they come down to the line.
Last 200 metres or so. Squeeze it out.
And it's ANU now holding on 2 length lead over the Australian Defence Force Academy with 150 metres to go to the finish. ANU pushing it all the way home, all the way to the line in this splendid Canberra spring day. It's ANU holding on by 2 lengths as they come down with 50 metres to go to take out the 2011 Disher Cup, it'll be ANU showing the lead all the way home as they cross the line to take out the 41st Disher Cup Regatta by 2 lengths over the Australian Defence Force Academy. Hats off to both crews, an absolutely splendid race as ADFA crosses the line in 2nd place and put up a valiant fight all the way down the course. So that's ANU over ADFA in the 2011 Disher Cup Regatta.
At the end, basically ANU just overpowered us. We weren't able to keep the rating up as high as we would have liked. We thought we were ahead of them at the Kings Avenue Bridge there, but it turns out that we couldn't hang on for quite as long as they could, so ended up the way it did.
I was really pleased to see that my crew could step up towards the end of the race, and they managed to maintain control. It was an excellent spectacle of 8s rowing in the ACT.